Okay, so last time we installed IPFS, and tonight we're going to fire it up. So let's get started. Uh, let's see here. So the thing we need to do is initialize the repository. So we're going to go, let me IPFS init, and let's see what happens. So it provides an address. So let's see what this is. This is a README, and of course this is the CID, and you can see, well, it's that it gives you some information here, and we can change this and move this more to and it gives you some instructions. For example, a video, images, etc., etc. So now, whoa, I don't know what happened there. Okay. So now what we're going to do, let's see if this, what's going to happen here. Okay, so we're going to initialize the D. Okay. So we're going to run this in the other terminal. So let me make sure you can see it. Let's see. There, you can see it up here. And we're going to run the instruction, which is IPFS daemon. And okay, so something else is using it. Let me make sure I got anything else like that, and so I don't get confused, I'm going to close that, close some stuff down, and I think we should be, let's see what happens. There we go. Yeah, it was that other, so you can see it started. So now let's see if we can, so you can see it shows where it's listening. Let's go back to the other terminal. They recommend, no, that's not the one. Would be, I think I might have lost a browser here. So it would be, okay, so I'm going to open up another terminal, and I'm going to bring that onto the screen. New terminal. get it set up. Let me bring this up so you can see it. Yeah. We'll do this one. And let's see. Yeah, this is the one we want. And we're going to run swarm peers. And what this is showing you, so these are peer nodes because we are now on the main net. So, and quite honestly, it's there. Their documentation. So this, what this is going to do here is it's going to pull a JPEG up. So let's see what happens. Actually, I don't know if it's gonna like desktop. Let's see. Well, it's doing something. It hasn't come back yet with an error. There we go. So and it is there. And so what you're doing here is, of course, you're using the CID to pull this piece of data, this video, or not video, JPEG. Now, okay. I don't like using who am I, so let's do this. Hash equals echo So supposedly this is going to add it. Well, let's see what happens. see if it's actually going to return something. It returned a CID, so oh, ipfs.io. IPFS could not resolve host IPFS. So it didn't like that. Let's see something. I am going to before I do this, I want to close anything else. Alright, what do we got? We still got okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if I can reach okay. Well, let's see. So it can reach, but maybe it didn't like, let's see something. And put that big old hash in there. Trying to see what this curl. Let's do it this way. I think that's the problem. Well, what was that? Didn't like what I did. I tried to be cute and okay. You know what? Let's see what happens if we put it in exactly like this. See if we get it back. it's thinking. It hasn't given an error. But you can see what we were able to do, how this works. Essentially, you have to have those hashes. And that's great. And even if it's a web page, but the question is, one of the reasons the web is usable is because you don't have to give some big IP address. You just give it, google.com or whatever it is site you're going to. Now these big hashes, the question is how, in the regular internet, of course, you have, let's call it, where you convert the IP address to a name, DNS. You have the DNS. I think to get this in wide use, you probably need something similar to that. So this is saying echo this text into and pass it to IPFS add and add. I'm curious what hash. That's what I was doing wrong. I didn't put that little tick at the end. So it's taking its time returning. Let me see something. So you see what it did. So what it does, okay. And then you add that to the queue. I wonder, can we get this from a regular browser? See? So there you have it. Storing and retrieving. Like I said, I mean these the fact everything's distributed is great because it's not under control of one entity. The fact that you can that you have these unique hashes that represent the item. Remember, it's a URL is about location because it's taking an IP address and it's returning what's in that location. The CID, which is our little hash here, is more of a I don't know. It's an identifier. It's a unique identifier, and it doesn't care where it is. Wherever it's looking for something in that address. So hopefully, going through this example has been helpful. What I'm curious about is, okay, this is great. What do we do? What can we do? How can we use this in a more practical fashion? The other thing is they have a GUI based tool instead of command line, so we might want to take a look at that. And they have some other things. They have, I guess this is let's look at this. See, make sure you can see it when I bring it up. So what is this going to tell us? Right now it's not telling us anything. Doing something. Very cool. You have a little, it's loading everything up. A little bit slow. A little bit slow. But it does give you the ability to get more of a visual on this thing. Let's do something. Let's find the file that I wanna, well, I don't think I want to do that because we are connected to the mainnet. What for playing around, I think what we want to do is bring up a node that's not connected to the mainnet. So anyway, hopefully this has been helpful to you. If it has, oh, you can't even see it. Hey, you can see. Let's bring this in more. A little bit big, but you can see. I'm going to bring this to the top here. So they have a little GUI here that so there you go, and you can see what's going on. Anyway, hopefully this has been interesting and helpful. If it has, please give a like. Please subscribe. Please ring the bell to get notified of further videos. And please share it for your friends who might be interested. And I will speak to you next time.